And shifting our focus now, Ukraine has been battered again. And this time, the city of Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest, faced what its mayor called the biggest Russian drone strike yet in this war. Overnight, Russia unleashed 48 drones, 2 missiles and 4 gliding bombs on Kharkiv alone. A strike that Mayor Ihor Terekov has described as open terror. The destruction was sweeping. At least 4 people were killed and at least 60 others injured. Among the victims, a baby and a 14-year-old girl. Further south, the city of Kherson also came under fire. Local officials said 2 more lives were lost in Russian strikes there. Now, the attack comes on the heels of massive wave of air assaults that swept across Ukraine on Thursday night. The attacks targeted multiple cities in what Moscow claims is retaliation for terrorist attacks by the Kiev regime. Now, those attacks included Ukrainian drone raids on 5 Russian military bases last Sunday. Now, on that night alone, 6 Ukrainians were killed and 80 more were injured as over 400 drones and nearly 40 missiles struck cities nationwide. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has called the overnight attacks a massive strike on cities and ordinary life. He said the onslaught touched almost all of Ukraine, including the capital, Kyiv. The strikes also hit northern city of Chernihiv and extended west to Lutsk and Ternopil, where Russia claimed it targeted military infrastructure. On Saturday morning, Ukrainian Air Force claimed that they shot down a Russian Su-35 fighter jet in the Kursk direction. Russia has not commented on the claim. The Ukrainian military called it a successful operation. But even as Ukraine tries to push back, the global debate deepens. On Friday, U.S. President Donald Trump said he hopes that Russia does not resort to a nuclear war. He added Ukraine gave a reason to Russia to bomb them.
I hope not. I hope not. I think it's a war that would have never happened. If I'm a president, that wouldn't have happened. I certainly hope not. Well, they gave Putin a reason to go in and bomb the hell out of him last night. That's something I didn't like about it. When I saw it, I said, here we go. Now it's going to be a strike.
And this comes as Russia asked a UN nuclear watchdog on Friday to mediate between Moscow and Washington to resolve the question of what to do with U.S. nuclear fuel storage stored at Ukrainian power plant controlled by Russian forces. Russia wants to restart the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant that lies near one of the front lines of the war in Ukraine and once generated a fifth of Ukraine's electricity. Now, the fuel question is one of numerous issues standing in the way.